Right then, let's get straight to it. Are you tired of spending good money on a lovely bit of beef only for it to turn out a bit tough or, even worse, a bit boring? I'm going to show you how to stop that from ever happening again. We're talking about a super simple, absolutely foolproof marinade that will make any cut of beef sing with flavor. It will be juicy, it will be tender, and it will taste like you've spent hours slaving away in the kitchen, when really it only takes a few minutes to whip up. So, what's the magic behind this marinade? It's not magic, just kitchen science. A brilliant marinade does 3 jobs. First, it adds a massive amount of flavor. Salt, umami, aromatics. These flavors work their way into the meat. You get deliciousness running through every bite. Second, it tenderizes, especially for affordable cuts. A little acid starts breaking down tough muscle fibers. That gives a melt-in-your-mouth texture. Third, it adds moisture. High heat can dry meat out quickly. Oil creates a protective barrier and locks in juices. A bit of sugar helps with browning, that caramelized crust we love. Right, let's talk ingredients. You'll be chuffed to know you probably have most of this stuff in your cupboard already. No need to go on a special shopping trip for weird and wonderful things. We're keeping it real, keeping it simple. For about a pound of beef, a couple of nice steaks, thin slices for a stir-fry, chunks for kebabs, you are going to need a few basics. 3 tablespoons of a good soy sauce. It's the foundation. Salt and deep savory flavor. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Not extra virgin salad oil. A general purpose oil is perfect. It's the fat. Helps the marinade cling and keeps things moist. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, freshly squeezed if you can, or 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. That acid helps tenderize the meat. 1 tablespoon of honey, or 1 tablespoon of soft brown sugar. That sweetness helps caramelize and create a sticky, dark crust. 2 cloves of garlic. Smash them flat, then chop finely. 1 teaspoon ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. Okay, let's get our hands dirty. Well, not too dirty. This part is dead easy. Find yourself a decent-sized bowl. One that's big enough to hold the beef and the marinade without everything sloshing over the sides. A glass bowl is best. A plastic bowl is best. Avoid metal, acid can react. Alternatively, a large sealable zip-top bag is a fantastic tool for this job. It lets you really massage the marinade into the meat and makes for an easy cleanup. Now let's build our marinade. It's as simple as putting everything into the bowl. Start by pouring in your 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Follow that with the 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then squeeze in that lovely 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or a splash of vinegar. Drizzle in your 1 tablespoon of honey or spoon in the brown sugar. See how the colors are coming together already? It's looking good. Now it's time for the big flavors. Add your beautifully minced garlic, the teaspoon of black pepper, and your teaspoon of dried herbs. Get yourself a small whisk, or just a regular fork. Give it all a really good mix. Whisk until the oil and the other liquids have come together and the honey or sugar has dissolved into the mixture. This process is called emulsifying, just mixing it all up properly. You'll see it transform from separate ingredients into one glossy, beautiful, dark marinade. This is the moment to have a little taste. Does it need anything? Maybe a touch more sweetness? A bit more pepper? Now is the time to adjust it to your liking. Now for the main event. Introducing your lovely bit of beef to its new best friend, the marinade. First things first, a crucial little tip that makes a huge difference. Take your beef out of its packaging and pat it dry with a couple of paper towels. Get it really dry on all sides. This might seem like a strange step, but trust me on this. A dry surface allows the meat to absorb the marinade rather than it just sliding off. Once your beef is nice and dry, it's time to get it into the marinade. If you're using a bowl, place the beef right in there. If you're using a zip-top bag, pop the beef inside the bag. Now, pour that gorgeous, glossy marinade all over the meat. Don't be shy. Get every last drop out of the bowl. Make sure the beef is completely and utterly coated. Use your hands, make sure they're clean. Or use tongs to turn the beef over and over. Rub the marinade into every nook and cranny. If using a bowl, cover tightly with cling film and press the film down onto the surface. If using a bag, squeeze out as much air as possible before sealing. This ensures maximum contact between beef and marinade. Now pop it in the fridge. The beef takes a long bath and soaks up the flavor. Never marinate at room temperature. Always keep it chilled in the fridge. The big question, how long? It depends on the cut. Thin slices, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Flank steak, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Skirt steak, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Beef cubes, aim for at least 4 hours. If you can, 8 hours or overnight is even better. Don't go over 24 hours, as the acid can start to make the texture a bit mushy.
The time has come to cook that beautiful marinated beef. But hang on a minute. Don't just take it straight from the fridge and throw it onto the heat. Take the beef out of the fridge about 20 to 30 minutes before you plan to cook it. Letting it sit on the counter allows it to come up to room temperature a bit. This is called taking the chill off, and it helps the beef cook much more evenly. A freezing cold steak hitting a hot pan will seize up, and you'll often end up with a burnt outside and a raw inside. This little step prevents that. Just before cooking, there's one more thing to do. Take the beef out of the marinade and pat it dry again with paper towels. If the surface of the meat is too wet, it will steam in the pan instead of browning. You won't get that delicious dark caramelized crust we're after. Don't worry, all the flavor has already been absorbed into the meat, so you're not wiping it away. Now, get your pan or your grill seriously hot. I mean, smoking hot. A heavy-bottomed frying pan, a cast-iron skillet, a barbecue grill. Add a little splash of oil to the pan. Carefully place your beef onto the hot surface. You should hear a loud sizzle immediately. That's the sound of success. That's the sound of a beautiful crust forming. Leave it alone. Don't be tempted to poke it or move it around. Let it sit for a few minutes to develop that gorgeous color. For a standard 1-inch thick steak, 3 to 4 minutes per side should give you a lovely medium rare. One last very important safety note. Do not, under any circumstances, pour it over your cooked meat. If you want to use it as a sauce, you must make it safe first. Bring it to a rolling boil for at least 2 full minutes. This turns it into a delicious, safe sauce. Job done. All right, you've mastered the basic recipe, and it's already brilliant. But if you want to take your beef game to a whole new level, I've got a few extra little tricks up my sleeve for you. My first tip is all about how you cut the meat. Always look for the grain of the meat, the direction the muscle fibers are running in. Slice your beef across the grain, not with it. This shortens the fibers and makes every single bite incredibly tender. Second tip, fresh herbs are fantastic, but add robust ones like rosemary and thyme in the last hour of marinating so they don't go brown and lose their punch. Third tip, let your meat rest 5 to 10 minutes. Juices redistribute so every slice is moist and flavorful. Cut across the grain, add fresh herbs near the end. Always rest your meat. These aren't complicated chef secrets, they're simple, practical things anyone can do at home. Try them next time and you'll see the massive difference. The best thing about a great base recipe like this one, it's a fantastic springboard for your own creativity. Variation 1, garlic and herb heaven. Bright, fresh, gorgeous with a grilled steak and a simple green salad. Double the garlic, add loads of parsley and a few sprigs of rosemary, and you can skip the honey or sugar. Variation 2, spicy soy sizzler. Perfect for stir-fry or kebabs. Add chili flakes for heat, grate in a thumb of fresh ginger, and finish with a splash of toasted sesame oil. Try a splash of Worcestershire or a spoon of whole grain mustard. Thank you so much for watching and cooking along with me. I really hope you give this amazing beef marinade a go. It's a real game changer, I promise you. If you enjoyed the recipe, please give this a like, share it with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe for more simple, delicious recipes. Now get in that kitchen and make something tasty.
Enjoy.